Hello dear traders, I'm Maria Stradop and this is the review of crypto analytics from fx.co. It's the 20th of July, today Thursday, and yesterday we discussed trading tips of how to trade Bitcoin for newcomers, and today we will discuss the same about Ethereum. We have only one article by Jakub Novak. The article is of yesterday, but you can still use the figures in your trading. So, simple trading tips for novice investors on July 19th. First, how it was before. Let's have a look at the chart. The test of 1903 occurred at a time when MACD indicator was below zero, which confirmed a sell signal. As a result, the trading instrument declined to 1895. Then in the afternoon, traders went long after rebound from 1885. It led to a sharp growth of instrument to 1900. Yesterday, demand for risk assets, including Ether, returned after the release of inflation data for the Eurozone and the UK. Jakub said that a fall in inflation would signal an effective approach of central banks in slowing inflation. As a result, they could switch to a dovish stance, which is always a positive factor for risk assets. If the pressure on the trading instrument returns, bulls need to defend 1850. If they fail, Ethereum may start a downward correction, and he suggested several scenarios of how to trade yesterday. And once again, you can still use these figures. They are quite fresh so far. So, buy signal first. Scenario number 1. You can buy Ethereum when the price reaches 1918, the green line on the chart, with the prospect of rise to 1938, a thicker green line. At this point, he recommends closing long positions and opening short ones in the opposite direction. Ether is likely to advance amid a bull market. Before buying, make sure that a MACD indicator is above zero and has started to climb from it. Scenario number 2. You can also go long in the case of 2 consecutive tests of 1906 at a time when the MACD indicator is an oversold area. This will limit the downward potential and could lead to a market reversal. It may advance to the levels of 1918 and 1938. Sell signal. Scenario number 1. It is possible to sell Ether if the price touches 1906, the red line on the chart, which may lead to a rapid decline, and the key level is located at 1885, where Jakub recommends exiting sales as well as opening long positions in the opposite direction. The pressure on Ether would increase if it declines to 1906. What's important before selling, make sure the MACD indicator is below zero and started to dip from it. Scenario number 2, you can also sell Ethereum in the case of 2 consecutive tests of 1918 at a time when a MACD is in overbought area. This will limit the upward potential and lead to a market reversal, and the instrument is projected to slide to 1906 and 1885. What you can see on the chart, the thin green line is the entry point where you can buy a trading instrument. The thick green line is estimated price where you can place a take profit or lock in profits manually if Ethereum is unlikely to rise above. The thin red line is the entry point where you can sell the instrument, and the thick red line is the estimated price before where you can place a take profit order or lock in profits manually if the price as the price is unlikely to decline below this. The MACD indicator, this is what you should always watch when entering the market. You should pay attention to this indicator always, whether it's in the overbought or oversold zone. And again, what's important, traders need to make very careful decisions when entering the market. And before the release of important macro events, fundamental reports, it's better to stay out of the market to avoid losses. If you decide to trade during the news releases, always place stop loss orders to minimize losses. Without placing stop loss, you can lose the entire deposit very quickly, especially if you do not use money management but trade in large volumes. And remember that you should always have a trading plan and follow the example of our experts. Okay, now we have time to have a look at the chart of Ethereum for the moment. So Ethereum opened today, the 20th of July at the point 1,887, and now it's trading the point 1,905. Okay, please write your comments whether Jakob's advice helped you somehow or not. And we will see each other in our next review tomorrow. I wish you profitable trading as usual and have a nice day. Goodbye.